So this girl, Tiffany Stevens, has decided to weigh in talking about Kamala Harris. So the caption is gonna probably break the internet and lose a ton of followers for this. Okay, Tiffany.
I'm probably gonna piss off the whole internet when I say this. Am I the only person that thinks that a woman president is a terrible idea, being a woman? I mean, have you met a woman on the...
Yeah. And by the way, am I the only man who thinks that this is a terrible hairstyle as a man?
I mean, have you met a woman on the wrong day of the month by chance? Or when she's hangry is another great example. Or another really good example for me, if you leave the cupboard doors open in the house, for example. The literal chance...
What? Hot take, Tiffany. But, most women are able to still compose themselves while they're on their period. Most women are still able to compose themselves if they're hungry. Just if you're a crazy, psychotic lady, doesn't mean that that's how all women are.
The literal chance of having our country in war if I was a president is 100%. 100%. Pick me on the wrong day, and I'm blowing everywhere up. Like...
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a knockout. She admits it. She's an insufferable, stupid bitch, and so she thinks every woman is. Just if you're crazy and don't know how to manage your emotions doesn't really mean anything. Even if women get hangry more than men, you realize that women are far better at handling emotions, right? Women tend to be better at emotional empathy than men in general. This kind of empathy fosters rapport and chemistry. Women are more prone to talk about what they are thinking and feeling and to demonstrate how they are feeling with their tears, facial expressions, etc. So yeah, women are better at handling emotions to begin with.
0 to 100 in 2.3 seconds. So like, am I the only female that's like this? Well, I know I can't be because I've seen like memes like she's hangry and you have 30 minutes to fix it. So like, I don't...
Okay, hot take, boo. If you're building your political opinions off of memes, then you might be retarded. Clinically, Instagram memes doesn't mean shit. And it's embarrassing that you would actually reference them.
I don't ever hear these memes about men. So, if I'm being honest, is a woman the smartest idea? Because you piss her off and, well, the consequences could be pretty great.
Me filling the room with negative energy because I'm hungry. What the guy who parks next to me sees when I'm eating lunch in my car. Hey, here's a meme about guys being hungry. Like, women get hangry more than men, but men used to beat the fuck out of their wives if dinner wasn't ready. Now she has posted a follow-up video with the caption, "We can have a difference of opinions and still be kind to one another." Bitch, you just said that if a woman's on her period, she would nuke Afghanistan. Okay, well, let's see the, let's listen to the sob fest.
So apparently my last video, really ticked off some of the people on the internet.
Also, your last video, you had comments turned off. After the caption was, "I'm gonna break the internet and offend everybody with this one, haha." Then you broke the internet and offended everybody with that one. Then you disabled comments and now we're begging people to just be nice to you? What a fucking phony ass bitch.
Like this. This was not a comment to me directly. It was to another gal that was explaining why she is not fit out to be the president of the United States. And I have never in my life even heard of the fact of so many people getting so upset when somebody talks about themselves. Like, if I'm dissing on myself, why are you mad? Like, first off. So, like, I don't even understand this whole situation. Second off, like, my video literally just proved what I said in the video. There are so many women commenting up in arms, pissed off, that I said that.
So we have the classic gaslight, the very cliche and typical, "You being mad proves that I'm right." No. People are mad because you said, "'Cause women get periods, they can't be president." And your reasoning was memes and the fact that You apparently become a massive cunt when you're on your period. Women doctors will show up to work to do surgeries on people on their period. They're able to keep their composure. Again, just because this loser is a fucking idiot when she's on her period, apparently, and apparently when she's not on her period too, that's that's not an excuse. Unless, you know what? I will throw her a bone here. Maybe, just maybe, she's going to say, guys, I know I said that really stupid thing, but listen, okay? The reason why I said it was I was on my period and I'm just a dumb woman.
Like, it just proves that we literally cannot just take a on the chin. Like, we just can't just shut our mouths. We can't just stop and, like, appreciate somebody else's opinion and, like...
Listen, I can open my mouth and speak a bunch of dumb shit, okay? And you all, why can't you just be quiet and respect my opinion? Because you shared your opinion publicly, so people are going to denounce your opinion publicly. Did you get a lobotomy or do you need one? Either way, your brain is fucking broken.
I mean, I've never really been into politics. Let's just be real. My video, the last video I just made that is pissing the world off, is not about a certain person or a certain president. It's not about any of the previous
What? It's not about a certain person or president, even though there's literally a woman currently running for president, and I said that a woman shouldn't be president because they get their periods, and that I, as a woman, as a president, would be awful. But I'm not talking about Kamala Harris.
It was just a vocalized thought in my head about myself, my friend base, the internet. I literally watch the internet and...
Dude. She gets like a little bit of backlash because she said something super stupid and controversial. And now she's like, listen, guys, it wasn't even about Kamala. Okay, it could have been about Michelle Obama or Hillary or just like, it wasn't even about a future president. It was just for my friends to watch. You just said it's going to break the goddamn internet. It clearly was not intended just for your friends. It clearly was intended to piss people off. You got the result that you went out looking for. Now, upon getting that result, you're over here crying and whining and begging everybody to please be nicer. I'm glad that you're not political because you clearly have no fucking clue what you're talking about. And I'm glad that you're not a very popular influencer or anything, because the only thing you need to be influencing people about is influencing them to go and get fucking therapy and quite possibly a lobotomy.
And sure, men are equally unstable emotionally. That's a whole nother can of worms that I don't even want to get into.
But I don't really want to talk about that. I just want to talk about how women are really emotionally unstable when we're on our periods, you know? Am I right, ladies? And now she's trying to backtrack everything she said before to be like, well, men are bad too. I just don't really like to talk about them because then, you see, men won't like me.
I was just making a lighthearted joke about the fact that sometimes us women...
Oh, it was just a joke. I'm sorry I keep pausing it, but I have to. It's just hilarious to me, you know? It was just a meme, bros. It's just a prank, guys. You know what the prank is? The fact that there's a fucking skunk in your hair and your eyebrows look like they've been AI'd.
Sometimes us women are flipping crazy. And realistically, if you want...
Yeah, good point, Holly. You're right. Even her fucking eyebrows are trying to escape her face. Look at how far apart they are. They're halfway away from her eye.
And realistically, if you want my opinion, I think the United States of America needs to take a break for a while. It needs to be single for a few years and find itself again. Like, none of our candidates are good. We're screwed every which possible way you can look at it. So, I mean, we're already the laughing stock.
So take a break by what? America just needs to take a break, okay? As Taylor Swift said, we are never getting back together, bitches. Like, what is she getting at? We can't take a break. Brittany, Tiffany, get back to your fucking volleyball match. Go back to fucking Starbucks. Go buy your half-off Uggs. And shut the fuck up on the politics, okay?
So, I mean, we're already the laughing stock of the world at this point. So, I mean...
No, we're not. And also, how come America's overall international approval rating went up over Joe Biden's presidency and declined greatly under Trump's presidency.
I was just making a joke, a light-hearted joke that apparently, and it wasn't even really a joke, it was just like my thought process.
You started off by saying, I'm going to break the internet with this one. I know I'm going to upset a lot of people with the truth and all this shit. Now you're like, it was a joke.
I know my mental stability isn't the greatest, but I don't really know of a woman that is, even in power.
Maybe you need to get out more. It's just so pathetic. All the women I know are really unstable. Okay, well, maybe it's just because you're an unstable psycho, so you attract other unstable psycho friends.
I'm sure, I'm sure every woman has had...
Oh, wow. What happened? Did you get a whiff of the bullshit you were spewing there?
I'm sure, I'm sure every woman has had their days where, like, you know what, your hair isn't right today, so the world can F off. Like... And if you're saying that you've never been mad or you've never had a stupid bad day because of something so stupid as your hair being wrong...
This is a struggle that all people sometimes have. Men have this too.
Continue on proving my freaking video right and attacking other women on the post for just voicing their own opinion about themselves. They were talking about themselves. They're not talking about anybody else. So
that's because if your opinion derives from only your personal experience and you're extending your opinion to more people than yourself, then your opinion can be discarded, mocked, and ridiculed until you shut the fuck up and stop sharing that opinion. Saying, well, I really act crazy when I'm on my period, that's not an argument as to why women in general shouldn't run for president. You know, they've done studies, right, where they tracked both men and women. Some of these women that they tracked were on birth control. Other women were on no birth control, so they still had their natural cycle, so they were still having their period over the course of the study. And they found that men, women on birth control, and women on their periods all had near identical hormonal and emotional fluctuations. And now she knows how stupid her opinion is, and that's why she's up here whining, crying, spewing bullshit, and saying it was just supposed to be a joke.
If you want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member today. Members get early access to videos, access to all the stream VODs, and exclusive access to emotes as well. So if you'd like to support the channel, become a member today.